Hello and welcome to Learn with Ritu. This is Ritu. I hope you are doing great. If you're new here, let me tell you, you are about to have some fun. If you are coming back to my channel, I like reading to you, having fun with you. So, today I'm here again with a wonderful story that I'm sure you're gonna love. Story time! Story time! Pinocchio. One day, an old man named Geppetto saw a bluebird resting on a log. "This log will make your dreams come true," whistled the bird. Geppetto decided to carve a puppet from the wood. When Geppetto finished, he stepped back to admire his work. "I will call you Pinocchio," he said to the puppet. With that, Pinocchio stood up and winked at Geppetto. Then he darted out the door. "Come back!" cried Geppetto. But Pinocchio kept running. As he ran, his nose began to grow. From then on, whenever he was bad, Pinocchio's nose grew longer. When a policeman saw the puppet, he grabbed him firmly by the nose. "You should be in school," he said. "I'd rather play all day," replied Pinocchio. Out of breath, old Geppetto appeared and took Pinocchio back home. Later that day, Geppetto gave Pinocchio 2 coins to buy a book for school. Pinocchio set off immediately. Soon he came upon 2 beggars who told Pinocchio that if he buried his money, it would grow into a money tree. Just then a bluebird called out, "Don't be foolish!" But Pinocchio paid no attention. The cat and fox showed Pinocchio where to bury his money and told him to go away for a bit to allow the plant to grow. When Pinocchio returned later, all he found was an empty hole where he had buried the coins. He had been tricked. Overhead, Pinocchio heard the birds singing again. He looked up to see a beautiful fairy. "Pinocchio," she said, "if you are good and if you obey Geppetto, then one day you shall become a real boy." She swung Pinocchio onto her back and flew him home. "I promise to be good from now on," said a hopeful Pinocchio. On his way to school the next day, a man asked Pinocchio where he was going. "To school," said Pinocchio. "Why go to school when you can play?" asked the man. "Come with me to Playland." Just then a bluebird sang out, "Don't be foolish!" But Pinocchio paid no attention. "Okay, I'll go," said Pinocchio, and off they went. One day in Playland, something very surprising happened to Pinocchio. Because he had been bad for so long, he sprouted donkey ears and a tail as well. "I don't want to be a donkey!" "Ee-oh!" cried Pinocchio. Pinocchio heard a whistle and looked up to see the fairy. "I will take away your donkey ears and tail, but I cannot take you home," she said. "Your father is not there. He has been searching for you, and he is now lost at sea." "I will search the sea until I find Geppetto," said Pinocchio. After several days of swimming, Pinocchio saw a giant whale. The whale yawned and swallowed Pinocchio. The scared puppet floated down into the whale's stomach. "Is someone there?" said a quiet voice. A match flared, and Pinocchio saw Geppetto. "Oh, Father, I found you!" cried Pinocchio. The 2 embraced just as the whale's stomach shook violently. The whale has the hiccups, said Geppetto. Suddenly, Pinocchio and Geppetto were hiccuped out of the whale. They swam back to the shore. Pinocchio heard a familiar whistle and looked up to see the bluebird. Brave Pinocchio, it sang. All your misdeeds are forgiven. Be a good boy from now on. At once Pinocchio felt different. Look at me, father, he said. I'm a real live boy. The sight of his sons brought tears of joy to Geppetto's eyes. The end. So wasn't that a wonderful story? I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoy reading with me as much as I enjoy reading with you. What did you learn from the story? Did you learn that being good is good? Doesn't that sound funny? But that's true. If you're good, you will be rewarded in some way or the other. And if you are not truthful, it might be bad for you. So let's be truthful, sincere, honest, and good to everyone. On this note, I will say bye to you and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.